we're here tonight to do the Goblin Heritage Armor quest in 8.3. I'm not that excited because I have one Goblin. He's an alt. He was my original main in vanilla. Then he got um, race changed in Kata. So let's see how this goes. And I haven't really looked at it. I looked at it before. It looked fine. So we'll see how it looks in game. All right. Nope. All right, I gotta go Stranglethorn. Cool. Hey, look, someone got Terragos's Rest. You know, the worst part about having legendaries like that, I've got Terragos's, I've got Valinir, Warcraft, I've got a lot of them. The worst part is that the Legion artifacts are all kind of cooler than them. Like, my Druid was looking at Breaststone Balance, but like Balance has got the Sith of Elune, right? Which is really cool. And then Resto, I think, got near the Owl. Looking, I've got the Challenger, the Mage Star appearances for both of them. Looks really cool. Terragos's Rest looks. I mean. Like, it's not. Like, it's cool, you know. Doesn't really go with any of my stuff, though. The cool thing about having Valinir, you know, I don't know if it's one hand or main hand. I'll bet it's main hand, so you can't dual wield them. Valinir's cool, though. I should use that instead of the. I'm using the claw. I don't know why it's not showing any Legion artifacts here. Oh, we go. Yeah, I was using Viscerata. I should use Valinir. What am I doing? Right now I'm using Iron Foe. Well, when I'm transmog. Iron Foe is so goofy. I just did a BRD run the other day, like 6 months ago, just for funsies, and Iron Foe dropped. And I was like, I'm not in vanilla. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Valinir. And for a shield, do we have the Titan looking one from Old War? Yes. Fantastic.
Farewell, friend of the Grammels.
Some people might say you should only use Valinir on Resto. Yeah. Not a fan of how the goblins look with the claws, to be honest. I might race change this guy to a Volpera. Probably not, though. The only race change I'd really want to do is my Druid, make him a Zandalari, but I feel like they're gonna introduce the heritage armor for the regular trolls, and I'm gonna be upset that I don't have a max level regular troll. And it's only, I think, 30% off, so. Alright. What's up, Sassy? So I never did the Goblin. I heard that this has a lot to do with the Goblin starting area and quest lines from there, but since this is race change, I've never done the actual zone. So I've never been to Crabopolis before. Crapopolis? Crabopolis? Oh, hey Katie, what's up? Keep trying. Don't worry. Eventually, someone lets you win. I played Arena a little bit, and when I played Magic the Gathering. I was playing the beta, but I went through and I did I did Arena a couple times, and I didn't win very often at it. What happened? They kicked me out. Get out of here, Gallywix. So I've done some Heritage Armor quests, and it's been real rough because my item level, my Goblin here's 373, which isn't super great, but we'll see if we'll make it work. Or we'll fail spectacularly. I hope you lose every game you play for playing Control. Katie, how dare you? Yuck. Is it blue-white? If it's blue-white, then you absolutely deserve to lose every game. I don't even know. I have no idea what that means. Do you have a question? Ambition is the mother of invention. Oh, blue, white, black. Okay, so. This text simulates an environment that is an order of magnitude more frigid than Northwind. I'm a big fan of blue-black. Like controlled discardy. I have no idea if that's even an archetype that you can run in this day and age of crazy magic. Everything's possible. Oh, fantastic. My problem with Magic also is just like the card pool's so big, and I've been playing Hearthstone so long. I think at this point I've been playing Hearthstone longer than I legitimately played Magic for. So just from a card knowledge standpoint, I'm constantly hovering over cards in Magic the Gathering, and I'm trying to figure out what everything does, and it's just not. I don't like doing that.
This ain't what I signed up for! I'm out of here! Have you no respect for the scientific method? Ugh, it's so hard to find good help these days.
Draft probably, but I mean, when I played a lot, I played Standard. I'm just not familiar with what sets are in rotation, and then in Arena you can buy like everything, so it's too much. I will stick with my wonderful Hearthstone where I can attack minions on purpose, and I don't need someone to block, and there's no flying.
While you acquire the
Alright, so we were testing some Goblin armor from Hobart Grapplehammer here, which is a Hearthstone card. And this guy ran away, didn't want to get blown up, so now I gotta go find someone to get blown up, which they're goblins, I imagine if you pay them enough, they'll be fine. I feel like if he was paid, he should get blown up.
Time is money, friend.
Okay, we have to go break some kneecaps, unpaid debts. Katie, when was the last time you played Magic? Or Magic, wow. Wow, when was the last time you played WoW?
Make sense. Quickly.
WoD, huh? It's been a minute. A lot of people were not a huge fan of that expansion. I liked it because I didn't have to do anything but log in for my raid, and that was kind of it. I didn't have there wasn't a lot of ancillary stuff to do. Like, there wasn't a bunch of time-wasty, grindy stuff you had to keep on top of, which I was super happy about that, but a lot of people were not. Right, yeah, no. So you get it. Just garrison and go, exactly. Just jump in there. I've got all my herbs, I've got all my all my other mats, I've got my trading posts. I don't have to talk to anyone. I can log in, make my potions and stuff, get out, and then do other stuff, play other games. I unfortunately have sunk cost fallacy, and I've been playing this game since release. So its claws will never let go of me until they shut down the servers, and then I'll play on private servers. The problem is it really is that it's like comfort food, the video game. If I don't know what to play, or if I'm not, if I don't really have anything, I'll just play Warcraft.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh yeah, no, that would be the reason to get into Classic, is because you hate yourself. I jumped into Classic, and I rolled a Warlock. I played a Shaman in original Classic, and I got to like level 26, I think, before I just had to stop because it was awful. Just, I don't know, for a lot of reasons, I don't have the kind of time I had when I played vanilla originally. I also miss playing Enhancement Shaman. I miss playing Classic Enhancement Shaman with a big fuck-off two-hander. But I got to like level 26, and I got sick of grinding Murlocs, and the Murlocs would fear and get more Murlocs, and then now you've pulled more than one mob, and now you're dead. And now you have to walk halfway across the zone because there's like 2 graveyards per zone. This is bad. There's not a lot of quality of life stuff. I couldn't do it. There's a lot of people that do. There's the guild I was in has got a ton of 60s they raid. But also I raided the hell out of Molten Core and Blackwing Lair and stuff. I did all of that years ago. Yes, 142 game hours. It actually, I think it was like 20 hours. Like, it was a legitimately kind of a gross amount of time to only be level 26.
Excellent. Pull the red lever in front of the mechanized lab assistant to begin.
System activated.
You weren't missing much. Like, all vanilla raiding was getting 40 people. What does this do? Okay. I'm not paying attention, so I hope I don't get murked here. I'm just gonna pop every cooldown I have, it's fine. Oh, I'm totally gonna die. What am I doing wrong? Yeah, so the main challenge with Classic, wow, raiding was getting enough people in one place that could all cast a frostbolt once in a while. It wasn't actually difficult. There wasn't anything hard about it. Like, the raids were all really easy for the most part. We were just really bad at the game because we didn't know what the hell we were doing. I feel like I wasn't in that, but I still got hit. Oh, I'm totally gonna die because I have no idea. I'm sure there's a gimmick here I'm missing. It'll be fine. I feel like I have to make him. I feel like I'm supposed to be reflecting that flamethrower. Speaking of being bad at games. Did that do something? I don't know. It's fine, everything's going fine.
Explosives test initiated.
Oh, everything was blowing up. Okay. I want you to know that's the first time I've ever died on stream. I blame you for giving me Molten Core PTSD flashbacks. The most fun about raiding back then was just guild drama because you had so many people involved. I remember we didn't implement DKP because we'd only killed 2 bosses, and I eventually was like, all right, cool. So if we kill up to like Gar, then we're doing DKP. And then we killed up to Gar that night, and Gar dropped an Orestone Hammer, and I had to / random for it. I won it, but like, good lord, that's a terrible way to do anything. Okay, let's try this again.
System activated.
I need to target something first.
Greetings, user. Initiating combat simulation. Please prepare to be pummeled.
You can tell I play my shaman a lot because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Thermal stress test in progress.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh no.
Explosives test initiated.
Yay, I did it. Shit. I really did it that time. I'm so good. I had 3 in a row. Doesn't that kill the arena run? I can't remember. How many losses do you get?
Speak up.
Oh, now you're in ranked. Yeah, because I thought arena was 3 in a row. But I guess if you're playing actual archetype, you'd be in standard and not arena, since that's a draft. Right, I've retrieved the refreshing coconut beverage from the minefield. This will probably go fine.
I'd be testing area as soon as you can.
Yeah, after this, I'm gonna jump into ranked on Hearthstone. I made a token druid deck, which seems fun. See, too many options. Sideboarding. What's that? People want sideboarding in Hearthstone. I say boo to that. Oh, what the, come on! I didn't hit that. All right.
You needn't worry about the mines.
Let's
The
see.
X-52 will provide adequate protection from the explosions.
I feel like this is the way to go. That was not the way to go. This is terrible. Okay, so far so good. What's this? YOLO it, right? No, wrong. Push me up. I don't know if you saw, but Hearthstone's going back to, well, for at least this last expansion, they're going back to, like, the adventures, like the way they used to do them, where you just, like, you pay $20 for the adventure, or you buy all the wings or whatever, and there's just cards that unlock per wing that you beat, so there's like 30 more cards, instead of the way they have been doing it, which is basically you just get extra card packs for beating the single-player adventures. Easy.
Do you enjoy your drink? It appears to pack quite the bites. I'll be waiting for you in my laboratory with the latest.
For Christ's sakes.
Splendid wine.
It's terrible. Blizzard, you're literally the worst. Yeah, don't worry, I've noticed. I've saved my... Well, I was saving my play a friend once, and I'm like, Katie's never on anymore. So then I had to play other friends.
Be this way, Hobart. Hand over the armor, and this all goes away. Yes? What is it? Cease this at once, Gallywix. The armor isn't here. That's so.
Oh no, Gallywix and his goons are destroying the workshop.
Your goons don't intimidate me. My assistant will handle them. We'll see about that.
Oh no, don't do that. Probably should have let him sit in the earthquake. Of course, yes. You will always have first go, assuming I ever see you online again. I don't want to turn into a wolf. That's crazy. My earth elemental is dead. Oh, I'm gonna die again. Jesus. This is the problem doing it. So I wonder what this is really tuned for. Like, it's gonna be doable. But this reminds me, I was doing the Torn one on my Deathline. He was like 320 because he just hit 120. I had to go buy him benthic tokens and get him up to like around this item level. Oh, whoopsie doopsies. Now, if we don't pull the whole room, this will be much easier. Less fun, but... Look, one of us needs to be winning, alright? You're losing in ranked, I'm dying constantly in a scenario. We can't both be doing this. I'm pragmatic, I will take my chances with one at a time. I appreciate the input, though. I seem to be missing a hired scoundrel. I need to kill 8. And, oh, he's up there. Okay. Fantastic. I'm glad you can now just heckle me. What are you knitting? Like, what do you do when you knit? Do you just, like, knit? Like, or do you just, like, you start knitting, or do you have, like, I'm going to knit a scarf, or I'm going to knit some gloves today, or you just go and just see where it takes you?
You gotta be kidding me with this. Make it snappy, kid. Leave the thing. This ain't over, Grapplehammer.
Get out of here, Gallywix. Boo, Gallywix.
A new assistant. Excellent. Leave the cleanup to me. Return to Sassy and gather the buyers for the X-52.
Wow, that's a nice mindless project. Just making dog blankets for shelters. You should start a GoFundMe and just stream yourself making dog blankets for shelters. Or not a GoFundMe, a Patreon. That's what they call them. Make people pay $5 a month to watch you make blankets for shelters. And tell them if they don't pay you that money, that the dogs will just be really cold, and you'll have a Patreon that's worth like $1 billion immediately. What the sleeves, shawl? How do you just have like 18 projects going at once?
What's happening? You'll round up the buyers and I'll set up the auction. We're gonna be rich.
How am I supposed to give these invitations? This is ridiculous. Yeah, TwitchNet, exactly. You could be the start of a whole Twitch revolution. That's why I couldn't see it. They split up Stranglethorn, and he's a Northern Stranglethorn. They call me Night Project Katie. Do you have a spreadsheet going of all of your projects so that you know what your random assortment of knitted things are? Or do you just, because I can imagine they could go bad, like you have a sleeve for a sweater and then you forget that you're making a sweater and then that sleeve becomes a giraffe neck warmer. That's a thing. Shit. You're just as old as I am. So you can't call yourself old, because then I'm old by the transitive property, which is that's not a real thing. I have to go all the way to... What the hell? I gotta go to Tanaris for this. This sucks. I mean, whatever works for you. Some people like spreadsheets, some people like notebooks. Some people don't write anything down. For one, I make spreadsheets about like everything and then never use them. I've got like 24 budget spreadsheets and I don't use a single one of them. It's really great. Making a spreadsheet is like cathartic for me, but then using it, that just causes anxiety. I don't know what that is. Well, no, that's the point, is the illusion of organization. So if one part of my brain says, oh, it's organized, it's fine, and then the other part's like, we're not going to use that, though. What is C2E2? I feel like this is probably something you've mentioned before. Thank you. Where's the Zeppelin? Jeez, or not the Zeppelin, the Flight Master. So rarely use it. Chicago Comics and Entertainment Expo. I've never. God, this is gonna be like a 10-minute flight path. Look, it's Terragosa. I've never gotten to that. What? I'll have to look at it. Look into it. No, the only expo that I go to in the area, I guess I'd say, is the Midwest Gaming Classic. I go to that every year. I try to. Last year I couldn't go. That's normally a good time. Actually, I guess I haven't been for a couple years. Last time I was there, they were in a hotel in Brookfield, and they've moved to a convention center. I forget where exactly, but that's good because the hotel was so packed. It was super crammed. No, I'll have to see what the dates are on it, because that doesn't sound awful, but I've been surprised by cons before. I'm gonna look right now while I'm on a 8-hour flight path. Chicago's pop culture event C2E2, where pop culture comes to Chicago. The con Chicago needs, the con you deserve. Midwest Gaming Classic is so that, you know, should still be in Brookfield, so Milwaukee area. 43 days, so it's in February then. It's a weird time to have it. Oh, February 20th to March 1st. I suppose before global warming made sure we get a bunch of snow in that time frame. That was a good time to start it, but see, we got Bill Shatner, Matt Smith, Laura Bailey, Gabriel Piccolo, Newligan, Ashley Woods. This guest list, my goodness. Jason David Frank, huh? Terry Brooks. That'd be great. I could tell him how me reading the Shannara series when I was a young lad, and how I thought they were good books, and then I read them again as a adult and was like, ugh. Carl Urban, Matt Mercer. It's high noon. Is that just what he does on his panel? I hope that's what he does on his panel. Oh, he's there for Critical Role though, so he's not. This is a legitimate thing. Jerry Lawler's there every year. Fantastic. Oh my. Yeah, these are con prices. Everything's sold out except for the the basic premium package as opposed to the non-basic premium package. Show floor access, first access and separate queue to the show floor, priority seating for main stage panels, access to discounted hotel block for the Hyatt. I've got friends down in Chicago that would probably really be interested in this. I should see if I can see if they want to go, because then I can sleep on their couch. Oh, or you can just get the general admission passes, or a 1-day general admission pass. Oh, which is super cheap. That's a lot of badge options. That's cool. No, the sold out ones are the multi-day super crazy passes. It's just the first thing that pops up when you go on pricing and everything. It's like, look at all our sold out stuff. And then you scroll down and you see that there's single day passes and stuff like that. No, that looks really cool. My wife will be super happy that you showed me that, so I can go spend hundreds of dollars in February and March. And they can add to their guest list that super awesome streamer Mnemonic Book will be there. So, oh, you don't have your passes yet. Sorry, that makes me feel bad. No. Plenty of passes still. So, have you been? I assume you've been there before. Yes. Because basically, my question would be: so how crazy packed is it, or is the venue appropriate for the size of the con?
Keep it real. Can't you see I'm busy here? Hurry back.
Oh my lord, I'm going all over Azeroth inviting these people. This is terrible. Is there a whale shark in here? I haven't done any questing in here in Shimmering Flats since they changed the whole area, so I feel like I moused over a whale shark, which makes no sense. How do you get a whale shark over here? I guess it's got a connection to the ocean right there. Well, so no, that's important because crowded's fine, but not too annoying is good because Midwest Gaming Classic when it was still at the old venue was just up. It was just painful. It was to go anywhere. It was like you were in a line everywhere. It was really, really super annoying. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's dead. Someone killed it. I wonder if that's always there. Yeah, but Sunday's probably like Children's Day or something. Midwest Gaming Classic does Children's Day on Sunday. I brought the kids there before, but it's just so crazy. One year, I brought Kane was kind of old enough to go, but like in a stroller, and we brought the stroller, and it was a nightmare. And Cheyenne played some pinball though, so that was a good time. That's my favorite part about the Midwest Gaming Classic. They have giant rooms full of pinball games. They're all on free play, and I could spend hours in there. But yeah, no, that looks really cool. So I'll probably have to absolutely go.
Yeah, what do you want? Have a good one.
Gazlos and Ratchet. Yeah, I'll definitely ask. See if some people want to show up to that. I'm surprised I didn't Wide Isles. That's important. I'm look. We they might have had Adam's Family Pinball. I just need to go back to when you told me that I was those people. Um, look, I had a baby and I wanted the baby to go see Mario. He wasn't a baby. He was like 2 or 3. Like he could have walked, but like, let's bring the stroller. And like, it was, look, it's not my best decision. Okay. But it's not like I had, it's not like I intended malice. Like, haha, I will come here with a stroller and be a pain in the butt to all these people. Thanks for that. But yeah, no, they have a ton of pinball games. I'm talking rows and rows and rows and rows. Like it was just absurd. So far this Heritage Armor Quest. So you haven't played since Draenor. So the Heritage Armor Quests, or Blizzard started implementing them a couple patches ago. It's basically armor specific to that race. So you have to be exalted with that race's capital city, and then you get a quest line and you go get special armor. Like Taurens get big totems to wear and stuff. Blood Elves get like it looks like Spellbreaker armor from Warcraft 3. Cool stuff like that. I gotta tell you, this one though, like it started up pretty good. We were in Crapopolis, and now I'm running around dropping off invitations all across Azeroth. Oh no, I'm sure I stopped in the middle of the aisle constantly. Kane probably was throwing cups on the ground, so I'd have to stop and pick them up. I'm sure it was a mess. I don't remember, specifics, but when you bring a stroller anywhere, that's kind of what you're asking for. These armor sets are bad. So the ones that are out, because they haven't done them all for every race. They've done. So they've got. So also there's allied. There's so much. Oh, it's hard. There's so much to catch up on. So there's the regular races, right? And then in Battle for Azeroth, this expansion, they had a new system called Allied Races, where essentially you go through story content and then you get exalted with another faction, and then you can do a quest line to play as them. So they added a ton of new races. This expansion, 8 new races, I think, 4 on the Alliance, 4 on Horde, and they all have Heritage Armor quests. But to do them, you have to level them. When you start a new character that's an allied race, they start at level 20. You have to level them up to 110, and then you get their Heritage Armor. That's a lot of leveling, and so I haven't done any of those because that's too much time. The ones from the regular races they've done are Tauren Blood Elf, which I've done Tauren, I've done Blood Elf. On the Alliance side was Dwarves, and I don't play Alliance, so I haven't done any of those. Dwarves, and it doesn't matter because Alliance is awful. But what was the second one that they did? Dwarves and maybe Gnomes? Because I know Gnomes have one. But on the Horde side, yeah, it was Tauren, Blood Elf, Goblin. They haven't done Trolls, they haven't done Orcs, they haven't done Undead. They haven't done Pandaren. That might be it. It might just be those three. And I've done the Tauren one and I've done the Blood Elf one. Alright, Gazlo, come to my... I'm giving you an invitation to come buy a sweet piece of armor. It's awesome. I promise.
I'll be there.
Take the boat from Ratchet to Booty Bay. Oh, the boat's here. Go, 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 go. Made it. Perfect. That's the right answer. I do have one Alliance character. I have two. I've got a Demon Hunter that I got to max level, and then I got her to max level just so I could get... There's a B mount that's Alliance only that I wanted, even though I can't use it on the Horde side. Which, I wonder if I can even... It'll show. It's not called B, so this isn't going to help. Buzz? No. Anyway, it's a B. It's a big flying B. You know, actually... might have it. It'll just be in red, probably. And we hit a loading screen, so we'll never know the answer to that question. But I leveled her up to get a B, and then also to unlock one of their allied races. Because they basically have normal, regular people that can be druids, so like humans, but they're Colterran, so they're bigger than regular people. And they can be druids, which I thought was cool. So if I ever wanted to play Alliance, that's what I'd play. It's a Colterran druid. Okay, well, it's not here. It should be Alliance only. But, let's see, can I filter it? Now I really want to... This is terrible. Look what you got me doing. Now I'm looking at B mounts. I'm supposed to be doing a quest right now. Jesus. Ridiculous. I'll log on my Alliance character so you can see the B. It's for funsies. Alright, we gotta be close to being done with this.
Boss, we got trouble.
Oh no, we have trouble. Bad news. Really bad news. Oh no, what happened? While I was away delivering invitations, Gallywix took over Crepopolis. Oh no! No? Looks like I gotta go.
Crepopolis is the Gallywix and his goons have taken over the town. You better hurry.
Gotta head back to Crepopolis. Crapopolis? Crapopolis. Yeah. I forgot. Hold on. Just wait there. Alright, that's better. Yeah, no, can have fun with having Fat Mike down in Dallas, coaching Dak. I'm sure it'll be great for you. You're going to be super mediocre for a long time. You'll get 8 to 10 wins. Thanks for reminding me. So good.
We've got things under control out here. You better put a stop to this nonsense.
had to get the hat. I always stream with the hat on. This was just, I didn't feel like getting a hat, but then you reminded me, you know, being a Dallas fan. So yes, I had to go get a hat. I try to do different hat every stream.
Attention, citizens of
I'm gonna run out of hats soon.
Your landlord.
I have way too many hats.
I'm assuming direct control of this town's operations. And don't get any smart ideas about taking it back. I'd hate to have to cut my lord.
Yes, yeah, my head was cold. And it can only be warmed up by the tears of Dallas fans. Oh my. I should pay attention. Gonna die. This is super rough. Maybe I should go and swap to enhancement and see if that's any better. Do I have enhancement? Like things to hit with? No, I don't. Okay, so we're gonna stick to elemental. Why? What are you guys doing? I didn't mean to loot. That's silly. It's so hard to get out of a tank mindset too. Like my main and alt, or my two mains or whatever, are both tanks. So like this, ugh, it's hard for me to get out of the mindset of everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, big mistake, pal. Ain't over to shoot or else.
Hell yeah, boys. I'm through working for Galliwins.
Okay. I don't know if there's a good place to take cover in here. There's a couple places, I suppose.
I need to get close.
Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and shoot me right after Bloodlust. You're gonna try to run this stream on your 360? Can you do that?
The X-52 is contained in that chest. Put it on, quickly! He said, do not hesitate to utilize it against Gallywix. It may prove necessary.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Yeah, the Goblin VOs are pretty good. What's not good is it's getting crushed every other pack. This is my fault for coming in here at such a low item level. Like, amazing, that's from like... Oh boy. It's from Legion. No big deal. Last X-Pack things. Hey, but now there's only 2 guys I gotta kill. Fantastic. Everything's fine. Let's go. Get out of here. Let's go over here. Then we'll go up here. Okay. Alright, I've got the armor on. So, I guess we just do this, huh? Okay, so this is going to be similar to the fight with this thing I had before. Oh, that's mine. Shouldn't hit mines. Oh, shit. Shouldn't let flamethrowers hit me either. That cast on really fast. Dead. This is not gonna be fun. With the Torn one, I had to completely exit the scenario and go grind out a bunch of gear and then come back. And I don't want to do that here because this is the end of the scenario. Oh, look, his health doesn't come back. That's fantastic. So eventually we'll win through attrition. I might have a res timer at the end of it, but also he seems confused. It's a deep cut with the 50 DKP minus. This time it's way easier. I don't know why. I like how I was doing so poorly that the game took abject pity on me. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, don't repair. Oh no. Also, I don't have the armor. I don't have the armor's protective ability anymore. What is going on with this scenario? I dare say it's completely broken. Oh, I'm dead. Oh no, I'm okay. Wait, how many times are you gonna do this? Maybe I think I just completely broke this scenario.
Now, assistant, activate the timer. You've done it now, Mook. As soon as I get
Easy
out of
day.
this cage, you're dead.
If you're under leveled, you just completely break the scenario. Everything works out.
But of course, Scallywicks. Just as soon as we renegotiate our contract. Yes? What is it? Speak up. Unfortunately, the X-52 can no longer provide you with
Alright, let's see what this looks like.
But it can still provide you with style. Why don't you keep it? Consider it payment for services rendered. Now, if you'll excuse me, I
Shoulder pads leave something to leave. Leave something to be desired, in my humble opinion. This rocket's all flip around. That's good. On the wrench in the tool bag, that moves. A lot of moving stuff.
Stop! Browse! Smell 'em.
I mean, like, you got something like this, which looks super cool. You have a skull on the back, and then, like, the Heritage Big Time Deal set for Goblins is this. I don't know. I don't even know if I can make this look good. Let's see, do I have a spanner or something? It would be a mace, right? If I had one. Oh, okay, so I got like a hammer. Hypertech buckler, of course, goes with that. I guess the hammer is kind of the best option. Oh, you know what might be okay? I have a drill. Yeah, that's not terrible. I mean, it's real goblin-y, I suppose. I just wish the stuff on the shoulder pads was, I don't know, a little bit more. A little bit more. It's not awful. All right, let's get the hell out of here. So this is a torn heritage armor. You get that big huge totem, which is super cool. Shoulder pads are nice. It's not bad. Do I? Here's the Blood Elf heritage armor. I feel like when you compare these two to that one, it kind of is like whatever. I don't know. And then you're not wrong. Transmog has saved us. And then let's jump out of my B real quick.
Time grows short, champion, and our spies have yet to uncover anything regarding.
So here's the bee. It makes buzzing noises. It is a bee ass bee. Look, there's some honey right there. You hold on to nothing, which is kind of unfortunate. But it's a really awesome mount, and I wish you could use it on the Horde side, but you can't. It's Alliance only. The bee is so powerful that I've now been disconnected, which is what happens. Well, thanks for hanging out on my stream where I played terribly and died multiple times. It's a little later, else I'd stream Hearthstone, but that's what I'll probably do tomorrow. You have a wonderful night, continuing to knit things. Later. Go Pack Go.